Hey, I'm Harry Radford.
Hey, I'm Jeff Murphy.
And we're calling Me Amour, and you're watching BooTV.
Every single day I rip my tourniquet. I've opened up my wounds and now the blood is running out of me.
I'm doing good. Jeffrey.
I'm not doing too good. We had something to eat in Liverpool last night and I don't know, I can't even remember what it was. Chicken nuggets or something. But
I think it was Don like a kebab that did it.
And chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
But something didn't agree with me and I've literally had about an hour's sleep because I've been
shitting all night.
Shitting and puking. So now I'm doing the right thing and rehydrating myself.
Sweet.
He's a fancy man.
Fancy man, yeah.
Don't kid yourself, it's not champagne.
$5.95.
Dark electronica rock,
yeah,
really. I don't know, people can interpret it how they want. We've only really released one song properly, Tourniquet. But
I think we've all got different takes on it, even in the band. Like if somebody asked me what I thought our sound was, I'd always include Depeche Mode a little bit, just for the synthy vibe that runs through it. But I know Danny's not a massive fan of Depeche Mode. So if I say we sound like that, he'd be like, hey, it's fucked. But yeah, I think everyone has a different take on it, even within the band.
yeah.
And I thought
like hip
people are going to question it or look at it a bit strange, but it works. It worked really well.
It's a really different writing process to what I've ever done before, but I think we're used to it now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of back and forth on computers and playing it live together than asking for other, changes. So it's a lot of back and forth, but it works. We're really electronics based, and there's always going to be that rock element with distorted guitars, but it's more like kind of drum and bass influences, house music influences going in there as well, and mixing like kind of commercial house music and like that kind of Vegas kind of DJ sound. Yeah, I was in Yashin.
Yeah, I was in nothing huge. Band called Jacoba, which Harry used to drool over, didn't you?
Yeah, did, yeah.
Pretty much idolised me.
I love. Yeah, he used to play in a band called Jacoba back in the day. They did like the London Astoria and stuff when that was still around. Danny used to play in Son of Dork. And Brian, he played in a band called Signify. I quit Yashin, what was that, like 4 years ago. Just wanted to get away from everything and went and did other things. I just naturally missed music and being in a band, so just, his original band, Jacoba, which is like one of my favorite albums ever, I just thought, if I'm gonna do a band, I might as well do it with someone that, I really respect musically. And then obviously I met Danny, and he's an amazing drummer. And I always knew Brian was a solid bass player. So yeah, and so it's the beginning of new things, but we're gonna hit it hard this year, and there's some really cool stuff in the pipeline, and if that comes through, then we're gonna be on a lot of people's radars.
Nice.
We listen to Depth from Above a lot, we like that record.
Yeah.
The Post Malone's new album's good, Chase Atlantic's a new band, they're good. I love obviously all our old friends like Don Broco. The Havana's new album's good. Bring Me the Horizon stuff's a little weird, but I like it. It's obviously they've changed so much. God, it's changed so much, and it's continuing to change now. I think it's one of the hardest times ever to be in a rock band now. I would never go into it now trying to make a living out of it. Like, I just wouldn't. And if people are trying to do that and that's what they have in mind, then they'll, in my opinion, in the UK especially, they're never gonna make anything of it. Like, you have to be willing to sacrifice so much. Like in terms of like heavy rock music at the moment, I think the scene's drying up, which is why so many bands are breaking up. But it swings and roundabouts. It's just fashion. They'll come back in again. But
that's a good thing, though. I think if all the guitar bands are sort of disappearing,
yeah,
they have been for a while. So
yeah,
there's always going to be an opening again, like you said.
Yeah,
we've added like our own.
And it'll go back around again. But yeah, I mean, I don't really think. I used to think about that stuff all the time when it was like my living. I used to think about I have to write a song that people are going to jump to. I have to write a song that's going to go on the radio. But now I just don't care.
Yeah, we've done gigs before now. It's not the first gig we've done, but it's the first sort of meaningful gig. It's like the showcase for it.
I mean, we supported Razorlight. That was a bit meaningful, I guess.
Well, fucking forgetful, I'd say.
Yeah, I don't really like it. Yeah.
Was that not a good?
It just wasn't a good gig, was it? I mean, the sound wasn't good for us for a start. There was
And
a
it was
lot
just
of
an odd support slot as well, supporting Razorlight. We're not really like Razorlight. Love to tour with Nothing But Thieves. I absolutely love them. I think they're amazing band, but one of the best British bands around at the moment. So definitely them.
I'd like to tell Biffy Clyro, that'd be quite good.
Oh, that'd be good. Daddy, have you got any?
When we were on tour with Bowling for Soup, Chris, the big guitarist, he had a shit in the toilet and it was no joke the size of my arm. Stood up, like, he must have like curled it up as he went up, like, honestly. Biggest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Did he leave it in the toilet?
Oh mate, absolutely, got us all round, have a look.
Everyone proud of it.
Yeah, it was mate, it was a good moment.
Yeah, I'd say they were a funny band to tour with.
Oh, great band to tour with,
Yeah.
really fun, really
Yeah.
fun. Can't remember much of it, but it was good.
There was one rehearsing next to us yesterday.
Oh yeah, they were awful.
Cool, but
Worst band I've ever seen live, Motley Crue.
Really?
that's the biggest letdown actually for
Yeah.
me, Motley Crue, because I expected so much of them and
They
they fucked it up from the start. And it was a download I saw them, wasn't it?
I don't know, they fucked it up when you saw them, they fucked it up when we saw them. We were on tour with Black Hole Brides, and they had a day off and they were supporting Motley Crue, and it was the first time I was going to see them. I was so excited, and they came on stage and started their intro, and then it just sounded like a fucking brass band falling down a mine shaft, and they were all looking at each other, and they're like, I was like, something's wrong, and then they just stopped playing. All of them just stopped playing, the whole arena lights went down, and then they started their intro again because they fucked up and they lost timing from each other, and they had to start the show
Oh
again.
my god.
So that was embarrassing. I got people pregnant.
Yeah.
That's
true.
Don't think about any rumours or anything made up about me. Everything's true.
What about you being straight?
That's true.
Oh, good save. Good save.
I haven't had anything bad said about me, I don't think. I mean, maybe Harry talks behind my back in spreads rooms, but
One of the first songs we wrote, it was just sitting there. We weren't doing anything with it, but we kind of just threw it out there online. That's actually that's a good one. That's a good question. So I used to go to school on a place called the Isle of Man, and I wasn't particularly a good student. Like, I just fucked around a lot, and teachers hated me. And this day in biology class, and I had a friend called Jack Walter. He sat next to me, and I had Skittles in my pocket, and I was eating Skittles. I was talking to my friend, and the teacher turned around and she yelled at me. She was like, "Harry, stop disrupting class!" And I was like, it was so hot. I was fucking raging. I was just like, and then she turned back and looked at the blackboard. And I took a Skittle out of my pocket and I threw it at her. And then, right just by the grace of God, she just happened to turn around to talk. And the Skittle hit her right in the face. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna get expelled. I was just like, put my head down, and she's just like, "Who did that?" I was like, sorry. I was like, oh my God. And then she goes, "Harry Radford, stand up and empty your pockets." And I was like, if I stand up and empty my pocket, she's gonna see a bag of Skittles and I'm gonna get fucking expelled. I was just like, or I try the reverse psychology route. So I just stood up and I was just like, "Miss, you always think it's me. You always think it's me. I'm working hard. I'm doing my best for you, and you always think it's me." And she's like, "Jack, empty your pockets." And then Jack's like, "Are you fucking serious? It's him. He's got Skittles in his pocket." So we were in the studio, and that's how we referred to the end of that when I say
Story,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's what it was. We were just in the studio, and the mic was left on, and I was telling that story. So that's the story behind it, and we just kept it in because it's so random. You just shouting about Skittles. I'd be the red one.
Skittles.
Yeah, it'd be the red
It'd be an
skin.
M&M, I think.
Oh, I'd be an M&M as well.
Biscuit
actually.
M&M.
A peanut butter
Green Skittles.
Green Skittles.
peanut butter M&M.
Yeah.
You'd be a mixed bag, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or then be mixed.
Yeah. Right, Brian, what would you be? Smarty?
Malteser.
TV?
Oh,
Good
cheeky.
choice, mate.
Cheeky rebel.
Good choice.
We'll release an EP, so just a big, high scale, big capacity support tour. That's on the bucket list.
Festivals as well,
Oh yeah.
for me. You know the way.
I don't mind.
Which ones would you like to play?
Glastonbury, Leeds or Reading.
I shot the sheriff.
I'm trying to follow up with something I cannot think of to say.
I just said you didn't shoot the deputy.
That's what I was trying to think of. I couldn't
It's
remember
too
the
late now.
fucking
Don't worry
word.
about it. I just sort
Why don't you whisper it then? Tell me.
I wasn't being serious, Daddy. Fuck me.